Alright, I hope you're all brushed up and updated on your mastery, because this is something I've been wanting to talk about for a little bit, was mastery. Now I'm just going to read the part off here that kind of is what I'm talking about. It's the third paragraph. On the path to mastery, erase any resentment you have towards masters. Develop compassion for yourself so you can be in the presence of masters and grow from the experience. Rather than comparing yourself and resenting people who have mastery, remain open and receptive. Let the experience be like the planting of a seed within you. With nourishment, it will grow into your own individual mastery. Now, the part that I really want to focus on is that second line there. Develop compassion for yourself, so you can be in the presence of mastery and grow from experience. This is one of the hardest things I find. It's really easy to compare yourself to somebody when they are capable of doing so many more things than you, and they're at a point in their life where what they're doing is entirely impossible for you at this time. And it's easy to lose sight of the fact that people who have mastery didn't always have it. They didn't always know where they were going or know what they were doing. And to just have compassion for yourself in that, and remember that you don't have to know exactly what you're doing, but you just have to just keep going forwards. I mean, you can't go forwards, go sideways. But as long as you keep moving and get towards your ultimate goal, right? This is a really hard one for me, this whole concept of developing compassion for yourself, because I've spent pretty much, it feels like I've spent most of my life just being down on myself for things that I can't do. Being the kid who is hyper and who can't focus brings a lot of negative attention with it. And I feel like I've spent most of my life having that negative attention. And it's just a strange feeling to actually be proud of something I've done, that I've stuck with and put effort into. But still, that lingering self-doubt, that lingering negative thought about myself is still there. And that's why, I don't know, and that developing compassion for myself, knowing that I don't have to be perfect at it, but I do have to keep improving. And if I'm not good at something, to not, compare myself to the person who is good at it, or tell myself that I should be good at this, because I shouldn't. I've said this to other people too. You can't be good at everything. You can't be good at things you start doing all the time. You have to get good. You have to start crappy and get better. And that's where developing compassion for yourself comes in. You have to look at what you have to do, look at the people who know how to do it, and not compare yourself to them, because you're not them. You are going to go about maybe doing the same goal as somebody, but you're never going to do it in the same way. I don't know. And if you have compassion for yourself while you approach this type of stuff, and remember that you don't have to be that person, that it makes it a lot easier to go about things your own way. I don't know. But yeah, that third paragraph, that's the most difficult thing I've found so far in this. So this almost sounds really negative, but it's not. The thing is, I know I can do things, I know I can do a lot of things really great. I'm pretty good at a lot of things. But there are things that I definitely am not good at, and the whole point of this paragraph to me is understanding your limitations, knowing that you aren't perfect at everything, and that way, if I can just grasp understanding that, then I can just make sure not to let that self-defeatist attitude and that shame that somehow sneaks in of not doing something can just be inconsequential at that point. Like, I wouldn't have to, second guess how I feel about that kind of stuff, and then just go about and do it. So stop thinking about the negative thoughts about yourself. Drop that stuff behind because it's not useful, and do the stuff you got to do. And I think that's what the whole point of that thing is. On a lighthearted note, I'm back in the dragon, and I'm really happy about it. So if you're reading this, come on Tuesday. We're going to practice at 8:30, probably till about 9:30 or so. I don't know when, but approximately that long. And we're going to get that dragon running again. All right? Be there.